If you like our video, click the button to subscribe to our channel and get easy access to new content. To see our full suite of ad-free video courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides, visit us at www.teachucomp.com. As mentioned in the previous lesson, QuickBooks Online Plus provides basic time tracking for employees and contractors or vendors if you don't subscribe to either the QuickBooks Payroll Premium and/or QuickBooks Time Service. This lesson examines basic time tracking in QuickBooks Online Plus. To set up basic time tracking in QuickBooks Online, click the Time link in the navigation bar to open the Overview page to the right. Then, click the Checkout Pricing button in the QuickBooks Time advertisement on this page to open yet another advertisement window. Then, scroll to the very bottom of the large advertisement window and click the small Use Basic Time Tracking included in your current plan link to continue. You then return to the Overview page. After enabling basic time tracking in QuickBooks Online Plus, then add the employees and contractors or vendors for whom to track time if you haven't already. You must add the people for whom to track time before creating time entries in QuickBooks Online. To add an employee as a time tracking user who can enter their own time in QuickBooks Online, click the Add Team drop-down in the Shortcuts widget on the Overview page and select the Add Employee command to open the Who is your new employee window. Enter the required employee information in this window and leave the Turn on Time Tracking for this employee checkbox checked. Then select whether to send the QuickBooks Online Time Tracking User invitation by text or email by choosing either the By Text Message or By Email option, and make sure to enter the required mobile number or email for your selected option. Then click the Add Employee button to finish and send the invitation. Alternatively, to manually add employees for whom to manually enter time without creating them as time tracking users in QuickBooks Online, hover over the Payroll link in the navigation bar and then click the Employees link in the side menu that appears to open the Employees page. Then click the Add an Employee link or button to open a Who's Your New Team Member window. Then enter the required employee data and any other optional data to record. Since you don't have QuickBooks Payroll enabled, only the employees' first and last names are required, as noted by the asterisks next to the field labels. Then click the Add Employee button to finish. If needed, to edit an employee to add billing information, click the name of the employee in the Employees list, and then click the Edit link in the Employment Details section. If the employee has an hourly billable rate that is independent of the service provided to the customer, then you can enter that into the Billing Rate per Hour field. However, selecting an item from your products and services list when creating their time entries overrides this amount. Additionally, to make their hours billable by default, check the Billable by Default checkbox. To save the changes to the employee's record, click the Save button in the lower right corner of the window. If needed, to add a contractor for whom to track time in QuickBooks Online, create a new vendor record as usual and as shown in a previous lesson. And make sure to check the Track Payments for 1099 checkbox for their vendor record to enable time tracking. Alternatively, Click the Add Team button in the Shortcuts widget on the Overview page for Time, and then select the Add Contractor command. Doing this opens the vendor pane and checks this checkbox for you. Then just fill in the rest of the vendor information as usual and save the vendor record. To manually create a basic time entry in QuickBooks Online after entering the people for whom to track time, click the Add Time Entry button in the Shortcuts section of the Overview page for Time to open the Add Time pane at the right side of the window. Alternatively, click the Time Entries tab at the top of the page, or hover over the Time link in the navigation bar and then click the Time Entries choice to open the same Time Entries page. Then, click the Add Time button in the upper right corner of the page to open the same Add Time pane at the right side of the window. In the first screen of the Add Time pane, click to select the name of the person for whom to enter time. In the next screen, use the drop-down at the top of the pane to select for which week to enter time, or select the Custom choice, and then use the Select Date selector to select a day within a week. For the selected week, which then appears below, click the day for which to enter the employee's time. To only enter a time duration for the selected day, enter the person's duration into the duration field. Alternatively, to enter start and end times, click the Start/End Times toggle switch to the left to toggle it to the on position. Then enter or select a start time and an end time by using the Start Time and End Time drop-down fields that then appear to the right to calculate the duration. Alternatively, to enter both time and work details for the person, instead click the Add Work Details link below this section to show an Add Work Details screen. Then enter either the total duration or the start and end times as previously mentioned at the top of the pane. To assign the time to a customer or project, select the name of the customer or project from the Customer dropdown. If assigning time to a project, you will need to select the customer and then the project from the dropdown in separate clicks, as the drop-down menu changes based on your clicks, unlike other drop-downs. To select the service performed for that customer by the employee for that time if you enabled the service field in timesheets within your company file settings, select the service from the Service dropdown. If needed, to mark the time as billable per hour, click the Billable per Hour toggle switch to ensure it is in the on position. Optionally, to enter any notes about the time worked, type them into the Notes field. To then finish the entry, click the Done button at the bottom of the pane. Alternatively, to delete the entry, click the Delete button and then click Yes in the confirmation prompt window that opens. You then return to the weekly time entry screen. To add more entries for the currently selected day and person, click the Add button below the current time entry, and then repeat the time entry process to record additional time in the new time entry section that appears. To delete a time entry from this screen, click the triple dot icon in the upper right corner of the entry, and then choose the Delete command. To add time entries for other days in the week, select another day in the week above, and repeat the process. To save the time entries you made for the person, click the Save button in the lower right corner of the pane. Alternatively, to save the entries and close the pane, click the drop-down arrow on the button in the lower right corner of the pane and choose the Save and Close command. Alternatively, to close without saving, click the Close button in the lower left corner of the pane and then click No in the Save confirmation prompt that appears. To edit the time entries after making them, if needed, hover over the Time link in the navigation bar, and then click the Time Entries command to open the Time Entries tab at the right side of the window. To change the category by which to display the time entries in this page, select a choice from the Display By drop-down at the top of the page. The default category is Employee. To change the date range of time entries shown in the page, click the Date Range drop-down and select the desired date range choice. To view the summary of time entries for a person for a selected date range when viewing the time entries by employee, contractor, or all team members, click the name of the person in this list to view their time entries details page. To edit a time entry, click its Edit link under its action column at the right end of its row. To reopen the Time Entry Details pane, make your changes, and then click the Save button to save them. To delete a time entry, click the Delete button in the Time Entry Details pane, or select the Delete action from the drop-down under the Entries action column. Then click the Yes button in the confirmation prompt that appears to confirm the time entry deletion. Remember to click the subscribe button to see more of our videos. See our full suite of courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides at www.teachucomp.com.